Hi, everyone. Welcome back to Horseshoe Huddle here at Sports Illustrated. I am your host, Kim Becker, and joining me is senior analyst Jake Arthur to round out these fantasy player profiles. And this isn't going to be one player, one position group. It's a very large position group. We're going to finish with the defense. Obviously, in fantasy leagues, you just pick one team defense. So, Jake, what do you got for the Colts?
Yeah, people don't always love picking kickers and defenses, but honestly, aside from Jonathan Taylor, the Colts defense might be their highest rated group of a position. They finished last year as fantasy's third defense. It was basically strictly based on their big plays. This is a young, hungry group that just continually makes those big plays. They finished about middle of the pack in sacks. They had 40, which isn't a bad number. I don't know how much that's going to change this year. They just got a lot younger on the defensive line. Out with Justin Houston and Nico Autry, and in with Kwity Paye and Dayo Adengbo. I don't know what the sack numbers are going to look like, honestly. Those other guys were seasoned vets who could give them 8, 9, 10 sacks. These are younger guys who probably aren't going to reach those numbers quite yet. But they still have DeForest Buckner up front, so that's something good for them, absolutely. But, you know, they were just so prolific with those big plays, like I mentioned. They had a block punt that got returned for a touchdown. They had a kickoff return for a touchdown. Overall, they led the NFL in defensive and return touchdowns with 6 last year. They also had 3 safeties, which you can never say a team is going to duplicate that year to year. That's a lot to compile in a season. But they were tied for the 5th most takeaways, which is something you can say that they – that's something they're good at, and it's not a fluke type thing. Like, they could duplicate that. Since the sacks, I don't think are going to be changed too much, and it's a lot of big plays. I think they'll probably finish top 5 again. There's not much reason not to think they won't. DeForest Buckner's still there. Darius Leonard's still there. Their safety group is a young, outstanding pair with Kari Willis and Julian Blackmon. So I really like them to finish top 5 again this year.
Okay, Jake, I'm going to put you on the spot real quick here. Are you the type of fantasy player who switches out their defenses every week, or do you stick with the same team throughout the season?
Yeah, that just totally depends. If like an elite group falls in my lap, they're near the end of the of drafts. If not, I do tend to stream defenses most weeks based on matchups. Sometimes you get lucky early in the year, and a defense who you didn't think would be all that good winds up being one you could start most weeks. But I would say on average in all my leagues, I probably stream defenses more than I keep one.
Yeah, that seems kind of like the general consensus in my personal experience as well. But Jake, this is so fun. This is so great. Thank you so much for your expertise. I hope this helps everybody making that roster come soon. Oh my gosh, I was going to say come in a couple months, but I guess it is soon to be playing fantasy in 2021. Exciting stuff. Thanks so much, Jake.
Yeah, thank you. We got preseason football here in like a week or 2. So
can you believe it? I know. I'm looking at the calendar like, oh, we still got a few weeks. I'm like, no, it's like next week they start training camp. Wild.
Yep.
All right, Jake. Well, we'll talk soon. Thanks.
Yeah, thanks, Kim.